Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be a what I watched in the month of May. So we'll head over to the diary over here. Alright. I watched a lot of stuff in May, but most of it was short films or commercials because I'm just trying to get a lot of actor credits. So on the 1st of May I watched The Other Woman, which was one of the first movies I saw in theaters. I think it was for my birthday, but I don't know. It was alright. Then Dance Me to the End of Love, which is a Tarantino credit. And then Toy Story, which is on the poster. The Big Lebowski, which I couldn't get behind, was not that great. I don't understand the hype. Airplane, one of the best comedies of all time. Quentin Tarantino's From a Movie Buff to a Hollywood Legend. This video on YouTube is so good. I highly recommend it. I didn't know it was Letterboxd credit, so I ended up rewatching it, and I can't recommend it enough. It tells you so much about his Tarantino's early days working in video archives and how he became a movie making legend, which prompted me to watch Django Unchained, and then Snatch, which was on the poster. It was fine. I should probably rewatch it. The Incredible Life of Leonardo DiCaprio, which is this by the same people that made this. So I would recommend this as well. It was pretty good. I wouldn't say it's as good as the Tarantino one, but it's still pretty good. Hearts and Minds, which is a Vietnam War documentary, super super good. I mean, it was very very good. There was a lot of controversial things. I think it's from from 1974, so it's pretty old, but it's very good. Making of Taxi Driver. I watched this because I wanted to watch Taxi Driver, but I also didn't really have the I couldn't really focus on it if I did try watching it. So I ended up just watching the documentary, which was all right. Miss Dior, which was a what's her name? The girl who plays Padme, Natalie Portman credit. It was fine, the whole "What would you do for love" meme that's going around. It's from this commercial. Ringo was fine. I wish I paid more attention to it, but I was pretty distracted. In a Valley of Violence, it was just like an average western. It had what's his name? Yeah, see, basic western. What's his name? This guy, that guy right there. What's his name? Anyway, it had him and John Travolta, so it was pretty fine. Um, and then I watched Italian American, which is a super super good documentary. It's one of Scorsese's first. It's about Um, basically, it's just him recording his parents talking about early life in New York and like their past, and it's really funny. And there's a good recipe in there for um, a sauce that Mrs. Scorsese makes, and it's just funny. Man on Wire documentary about the guy who crossed the World Trade Center. Um, the location or on location of Napoleon Dynamite, which was I thought was super funny. The cast had such a like just such an aesthetic to them that just made me laugh. And this is as good as the movie. Hotel Chevalier, which is a Wes Anderson credit, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's also got Natalie Portman in it, um, and Jason Schwartzman. I think his name's Jason. Anyway, Whiplash, very very good. I got to rewatch it. Man Called Otto, terrible. I don't recommend this movie. Air was fine. Ticket to Paradise was just your average like mom movie, I guess. Night Stalker, which was the a documentary on Netflix about the guy named Richard Ramirez, I think, and he was known as the Night Stalker, going around California killing people. So it's like the Ted Bundy documentary, except a different serial killer. Life of Brian, super super good. It's one of the funniest. Scorsese's quarantine short film, which is literally him just showing off his Criterion collection, which I thought was super funny. The guy is stacked. Obviously, he has like every movie ever made. The Key to Reserva, which is Scorsese's take on an unfinished Hitchcock um, film, and it's actually super good. I've never heard of it, but The Key to the Reserva was it's supposed to be the name of the Hitchcock movie, and Scorsese got the script to it and like basically filmed what the script could have been. The Real Goodfella, obviously, Goodfellas is my favorite movie of all time, so I had to watch the documentary that goes with it. Oversimplified, obviously. I was just chilling watching Vor. which is about like cinema. I guess it's like a mini series on Netflix about like how cinema changes people's lives, which changed my life. So I thought it was pretty good. Jackie Brown, it was pretty good. I probably got to rewatch it. There's a lot of like redundancy to it almost, but again, it's probably Tarantino's least Tarantino-y movie because it was adapted from a book. It wasn't an original script or an original writing. This is about Scorsese's Irishman, like behind the scenes, behind the camera kind of stuff. Biggie, I got a story to tell. This is very, very good. I mean, I love this. This was Biggie's better than Tupac in my opinion, but it's just the story of a kid in Brooklyn growing up, becoming a rapper. Everyone knew he had talent, and he capitalized on the friendliness of the people around him who wanted to help him, and he became who we know as Biggie Smalls, Notorious B.I.G. Goodfellas. It just you can't beat it. Bird Shit, which was a short film, just literally is bird shit, but it's like made in a way to make it look like a bird's flapping its wings. Popeye pretty average. I watched this in my grandparents' house. Thin Watermelon. It's super thin watermelon. The guy just eats a very, very thin watermelon. Rewatched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood on the last day, and I just fell in love with this movie because for some reason I didn't like it as much the first time, but the second time I watched it, like it was really, really good. Like I really enjoyed the movie. I'm gonna have to rewatch it again. But yeah, that's what I watched in May. Thank you for watching.